At 9 years old, Napoleon went to Autun to fulfill the requirements to go to Brienne. He attended Brienne for 5 years until he enrolled into the military academy in Paris. Napoleon graduated early from the military academy in Paris, then returned to Corsica. Napoleon was the second lieutenant of artillery after graduating the academy. The Levy en Masse was a military draft initiated in 1793 that unified the nation in pride for fighting for their country. The Levy en Masse made people proud to be included in something in which they could rise through the military ranks, unlike how they lived before, where they were always third estate citizens. The Levy en Masse gave Napoleon the opportunity to rise through the military ranks and come to power. Napoleon established the concept of using artillery as a barrage before attacking with foot soldiers. A plebiscite is a direct vote of all the members of an electorate on an important public question, such as a change in the Constitution. A crowning, or a coronation, is the ceremony of crowning a sovereign or a sovereign's consort, like establishing a ruler,
Okay, so Napoleonic Code was basically a constitution, and it put an end to feudalism, and many women lost rights because of it. Civil service reforms. It was basically a corrupt government, and before the Civil War, the French government was very corrupt, and the only people with power were given it by birthright. But Napoleon changed it so that you could come to power through hard work, and it was based upon efforts and hard work instead of privilege. Privilege. All right. Louisiana Sale is when Napoleon sold Louisiana to the U.S.
To the U.S.
Yeah.
To get some money. So
yeah.
he could conquer.
Conquer. And
Military victories. List them all.
I'm not going to list them all, but Napoleon had many military victories, such as the Battle of Lodi.
Go faster.
Brigetto.
It's almost over.
Lonato. Yeah, like that. And he had very little defeats. And
Waterloo.
He only had 2 battles that were indecisive.
Because England is an island, it couldn't be conquered by France's foot soldiers. France therefore had to use their inferior navy, which ended up in the Battle of Trafalgar. Britain crushed the French fleet. This showed that because England couldn't be conquered, Napoleon enacted the continental system, which said that no one is allowed to trade with England. Portugal and Russia refused to submit to the system, though. To solve this problem, Napoleon attempted to take these countries over. The war with Portugal and Spain ended badly because when passing through Spain started guerrilla warfare, which demoralized the French troops. At the same time, the campaign in Russia was not going too well either. Because of the Russia's scorched earth policy, the French army had no rations and most either died or deserted. While retreating, the French troops were the victims of many guerrilla warfare acts from the Cossacks. Throughout retreating from the Cossacks, the French also had to cross over Central Europe, which at the time had been assembling an army against Napoleon. The significant loss of men in both wars led to Napoleon's loss at the Battle of Leipzig. After the Battle of Leipzig, Napoleon was banished to St. Elba, where he tried to commit suicide. He failed, but then escaped and attempted to receive the throne of France again. After 100 days, the Battle of Waterloo occurred. This was the last defeat for France because Napoleon was banished again, farther away this time, to St. Helens, where he died at the age of 51.
Dude, that is such a dank meme.